I almost feel like this profession chose me. It wasn't something that I made a cognitive and a conscious decision about. I just knew in my heart that this was something that I had to do for other people, because I know that feeling of feeling hopeless and feeling like your life is in this downward spiral, and no matter all your efforts to seek out the best doctors, that after a while that gets very exhausting. And I just want others to know that there are options out there. So my own health journey started probably when I was about 4 years old. I had severe allergies and eczema and gut problems, which progressed to severe food allergies in my teens. Around my mid-20s, I was really just fed up with the kind of medical care I was getting. All my doctors at the time said that there was no cure for food allergies, and their answer was pretty much that I had to avoid all the foods that I was allergic to, which doesn't really lead to a very balanced diet. I had severe eczema, and the doctors were applying or prescribing to me the most potent steroid creams to apply to my hands and feet, which is where my eczema was most severe, which really wasn't doing very much. At the time, I was in graduate school, and I was talking to my lab mate that was lamenting about my poor health, and he said, well, why don't you go see a naturopathic doctor? What I realized at the time that I started to see the naturopathic doctor was that my life started to completely turn around. So I ended up having energy, and I felt vibrant again, and I could eat fruits and vegetables that I loved with no distressing symptoms. And I was eating a healthy diet, which made such a difference in my energy and my mental clarity, and my skin started to clear up, and I finally realized that this person inside was coming out. I always knew that I had potential, but when you start to feel ill after many, many years, you start to question who you are. Finally felt like I knew the kind of person I could be, and I could be the best version of myself, and I was better in my relationships, I was better at my job, and I was just a better person overall. And finally I knew at the time that this was my purpose in life. There are answers that, conventional drugs that may or may not work is not necessarily the answer, and that there are options there. And if you provide the body with the tools to heal, that the body absolutely knows what to do. So I treat a variety of health conditions. However, my area of expertise is along the lines of digestive issues, gut health, and allergic conditions. What's different about my office is that here you'll receive 100% individualized one-on-one care. And what that means is that I alone am in charge of your patient care. I book your appointments, I answer my messages. What oftentimes people will say about me is that I like simple. And so ultimately in my office, you bypass the front desks, because there's no front desk, it's just me, I have no employees. That means that your messages come to me and I answer them directly. And I feel that that provides almost better care, because communication happens faster, which means you get better faster, and I just feel like it's a simplified version of something that doesn't need to be so complicated. I generally spend a lot of time with my patients, and I tend to be very thorough in my evaluation and treatment. I like simple though, so what you'll find oftentimes with my patients is that you won't leave here with a supplement for this, a supplement for that. I really spend the time to get to know you and to understand what it is I need to do. And so ultimately in the end, what you end up with is the few things to start that is going to make the biggest impact on your health. My goal for each patient is really what their goal is. And that's my number one priority, is to help them achieve what they want in life. But ultimately, what I realize with every patient is every patient just wants to be the best version of themselves. They just want to have the energy and have the ability to do what they know they're here to do on Earth.